Stone and Tully, but Midnight Express, those double team moves, wrestling the match as a team, doing tag team maneuvers. Does that take a lot of more psychology, the fact that it's 4 guys working together rather than 2? I mean, that's kind of an obvious question, but I mean, I feel like so many tag teams out there wrestle kind of singles matches, if you know what I mean. They don't quite get it.
Well, yeah, it's not. It doesn't take more psychology. It's just a different kind, and that's unfortunately. But what a lot of guys who don't have a lot of experience these days in tag team wrestling, but then sometimes they're just thrown together with a guy as partners. But 2 guys will wrestle, 1 from each team. And they'll do some things, and then another guy gets in, and he's doing a different thing than his partner was. And there's no cohesion, and it doesn't really gel as a match because they're not working together as a team. Psychology of tag team wrestling is different than singles. But that's why, a lot of the guys in the 80s, that's why Bobby Eaton and Dennis Condrey were so good instantly together. That's why Stan Lane came in. After he'd had a top team with Steve Keirn, he comes in and replaces Dennis Condrey in the Midnight Express, and they didn't really miss a beat because those guys had all worked the Tennessee territory. Tag team wrestling in the South was a huge attraction, and they all knew how to work a tag team match. It didn't have to be just with that specific partner. If you're a good tag team wrestler, you can adapt. And Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson were the same way because Robert Gibson's brother, Ricky, his older brother, they'd been a team since Robert was 18 years old. And Ricky Gibson was one of the best babyface wrestlers I've ever seen in his youth before injuries and et cetera. Those guys, they were all involved in tag teams. Ricky Morton had teamed up with Ken Lucas, and before that, Eddie Gilbert when he first got in wrestling. So, it's a different psychology, but if you know it, you can adapt to a good partner who knows the same kind of stuff.